Hello, my name is Muwanta Green, and I'm your host for the Plebeian View podcast. Plebeian View podcast aims to be a leading voice and ideas in creating a fair and equitable world where all people are entitled to life, liberty, and happiness. We're going to be talking about Earth Day, which is the 22nd of this month, and the importance of looking at that, because this is the one planet that we as human beings and all living forms have. If we don't take care of Mother Earth, we won't exist. The first Earth Day took place in 1970, where 20 million Americans had a call to increase protections for the planet. In 1990, Earth Day went global, where 200 million people in 141 countries commemorated Earth Day, and it became International Mother Earth Day. In the year 2000, Earth Day leveraged the power of digital media to build millions of local conversations across more than 180 countries. In 2010, Earth Day launches a billion acts of green, the Canopy Project. Earth Day 2010 engaged 750,000 global partners in 192 countries. Last year, in 2020, Earth Day marked the 50th year with global activism that aimed to mobilize a billion people worldwide for action for our planet. We, as people of color and people in general, must remember this is our mother. Without Mother Earth, none of us would exist. We are not taking care of our mother like we should. In my 72 years on this planet, I have seen what they call global warming and climate change, from when I was in my 20s to now when I'm in my 70s. And this is all human-made, because human beings, we are not taking care of this planet. This should be the number one task. It trumps everything. So we're going to be talking about International Mother Earth Day, which is the 22nd, which is 5 days from now. And the history I've just given you, but looking more important at the future and where we must go with this to save our mother. Let's look at Earth Day today. April 22nd is Mother Earth Day. It's considered the largest secular observance in the world, marked by over 1 billion people every year take action to change the human behavior created by global, national, and local policy changes. Now, the fight for clean air continues with increasing urgency as the ravages of climate change, global warming, become more and more apparent every day. As awareness of our climate crisis grows, so does the civil society mobilization, which is reaching a fever pitch across the globe today. Disillusioned by low-level ambition, following by the Paris Agreement in 2015, and frustrated with international environmental lethargy, and citizens of the world are rising up to demand far greater action for our planet and its people. The social and cultural environment we saw in the 1970s are rising up again today. A fresh and frustrated younger generation are refusing to settle for platitudes, instead of taking the streets by the millions to demand a new way forward. Digital and social media are bringing these conversations, protests, strikes, and mobilization to a global audience, and generations to join together for the greatest challenge to ever face humankind. By tapping into all these learnings and outcomes and the legacy of the first Earth Day, earthday.org, that's EARTHDAY.org, is building a cohesive, coordinated, diverse movement one that goes to the very heart of what earthday.org and Earth Day, Mother Earth Day are really about. Empowering individuals with information, tools, and messaging communities needed to make an impact and to change society. As we start to bring this podcast on Earth Day to its conclusion, I want to read to you a message from Mother Earth, as if she is our mother, a living person. Remember, the mother of humankind is Mother Earth. We all have the same mother. This message was put out by United Nations. Earth is clearly urging a call to action. Nature is suffering. Australian fires, heat records, and the worst locust invasions in Kenya. It's COVID-19, a worldwide health pandemic linked to the health of our ecosystem. Climate change, man-made changes to nature, as well as crimes that disrupt biodiversity, such as deforestation, land use change, intensify agriculture, livestock production, or the growing illegal wildlife trade can increase contact and transmission of infectious diseases from animals to humans, like COVID-19. One new infection disease that emerges in humans every 4 months. 75% of these emerging diseases come from animals, according to the UN Environment. This shows the close relationship between human, animal, and environmental health. Let me read this again. This shows the close relationships between human, animal, and environmental health. Visible possible impact, whether through improved air quality or reduced greenhouse emissions, are but temporary because they come on the back of tragic economic slowdown and human distress. Let's remind more than ever in this International Mother Earth Day that we need a shift to a more sustainable economy that works for all, both people and planet. Let's promote harmony with nature and earth. Repeat this last sentence again because it brings it all together. Let us remind ourselves more than ever in this International Mother Earth Day that we need a shift to a more sustainable economy that works for both people and the planet. Let's provide harmony with nature and the earth. Remember, we are the earth. Human beings are part and parcel of the same things that every living thing on the planet is. We are all connected. So if one part starts to die, eventually we all will die. Let's not forget that. And as I close out this podcast for Mother Earth Day, remember next week, the 22nd of April, is Mother Earth Day. Starting the 1st of next week, which is the 19th, the Weather Channel is going to do a whole special on Earth Day, Mother Earth Day. They call it Earth Week. Well, next month, we're going to be talking about May Day, the Real Workers' Day. Look forward to seeing you at our next podcast, May 1st. Take care of the planet. We only have one of them. As we say in the native tongue of Swahili, Tuta Anana. Until next time. This is Muata Green saying goodbye for the Plebeian View.
I just can't stand much more. I like the forest, circling beneath the dark city that stagger on the coastline. And a nation, I just can't stand much more. I like the forest, buried beneath the highway.